Welcome back to the BetMGM studio. Whenever I get a chance to interview Jeffery Simmons, I always struggle with where to start. There's so many things to discuss with Big Jeff that the starting point is the toughest decision. But when he rolled in for our most recent Nissan Insider, I have a good word to get us started. And that word is change. This is your 6th season, but it's your very first time going through a coaching change. Looking back on it now that you've gone through a big chunk of the season, did you realize how big of a change it was going to be having a whole new coach and a whole new staff?
Not at all. Like I said, for me coming in, I'm like, okay, let's see how this goes. You know, everyone was like, how's the new coach? I was like, I don't know. I haven't been on the practice field with him. You know, I met with him, but it's like, until I got on the field, that's when I'm like, okay, now I get it. Now this is what they expect. And, you know, so far it's been real good to get coached by, you know, Coach Cali, chopping them up with him today on the field, and then Coach Rock has been real amazing just to, you know, get his side of the way he sees things. And like I said, everything different, but it's all football. And I think that's the great thing that you appreciate the most. You know, all coaches coaching different, but it's really the same material that they're trying to get across. So, you know, it's been real good for the new coaches.
You also had a lot of guys change over in the locker room. So you've got new coaches, which is something you've never experienced as a professional. You've got a lot of new faces in the locker room. And then we go into training camp and everybody's looking to you to be the leader of this team. That's a lot of pressure to put on somebody, even someone who's an experienced vet who's had a lot of success in the NFL. Did you feel that in like July and August and September?
To be honest, no. Pressure is a privilege. When I'm expected of so much, especially as a leader in the locker room, on the field, you know, it's like I expect this. So it's like I'm not thinking like, man, if something go wrong, oh, Jeffrey, you got to fix this. It's like we had an incident in practice where offense and defense, we going at each other. It's like, this is what we expect. We want the competition level high. Just like as we facing right now, the adversity that we were facing throughout the season, the pressure didn't get to me. It was more like how much better I can be in the locker room and on the field. And then your guys trust you in the locker room and they respect you. You know, they make your job easier, especially as a leader, because you can lean on all the other leaders in the locker room as well. So
it does bring in a lot of new competition as well. So all of a sudden you're seeing different faces, you're seeing different styles of play, you're hearing new ways of doing things with a different coaching staff. Does that make you a better player having gone through this experience now?
Well, most definitely. I think when you take all that away, it's football. When things get tough, when all the coaching stop, you fall back on basically two things: your fundamental technique, especially playing my position. It's like use your hands and pad level. You know, when you're getting double teams, you got to make sure your pad level down. Your first step, like I said, it's just them type of things that I, you know, have watched over my 6 years in the league. I go back and watch films like, this is what I could have done better on this play or whatever it may be. And like I say, every time I just get back to, it's not what they doing, it's my technique or my fundamentals.
When you go into some of these matchups, is a big motivator for you personally? I want people to say my name just as much as they say whoever's name.
I'm not gonna say I don't think about things like that, but at the same time, you know, if I could do my job at a high level each and every play, if Jeffery Simmons can hold a double team and Kenyon can run through and make a tackle for loss, you know, I'm proud of that. And you know, a lot of things that you see, and especially playing my position, we don't get notified because we're not showing up on the stat sheet. But I want to be in them conversation with them guys that, you know, playing at a high and elite level, and that's the reason why I kind of play the way I play. So,
in your time in the league, since the first day I met you, the thing you talked about was wanting to play for a team, being a part of this organization, and give back in the community. And we've seen you do more and more and more as your career has continued to grow. Tell me about the Give 'Em a Reason Foundation. What have you guys been working on? What have you been doing most recently?
I went to the Nashville rescue mission, and I was able to just go over there. And like I told them over there, it's like when you go into them type of environments and you see all these homeless people coming in just for a meal, it make you appreciate what you do so much more. You know, I got a big things that I've been planning with my marketing team and PR team that, we partnering with this group here in Nashville where, we're gonna go to the stadium, we're gonna do something with the kids. And around Thanksgiving, of course, all the kids gonna be able to take, turkey home and the size. I partner with Hattie B's and they're gonna help me with that. And then they're also gonna take a pair of shoes on every kid. So me personally as a kid, I didn't have that. And just being able to be in the community and just being able to, as a kid, being around and hanging out with professional athletes that they look up to, I think it'll be amazing. So I'm excited about that one.